So I recently had the XTool P2 laser cutter delivered to my shop, and in this video I'm going to show you how I plan on making money with this thing, and in a later video I'm going to give you an update on how much money I made. Now, I'm brand new to laser cutting. I've never done anything like this before, and I'm definitely not a tech savvy guy, but I have to say this thing was incredibly easy to set up. So it took me less than an hour until I was ready to do my first print. So all you have to do is to follow the simple instructions. You want to hook it up to a computer or Mac using a USB-C cable, and then you download the XTool Creative Space, which is the program where you can make your designs and also run the prints. Now when you're buying the XTool P2, you will get 5 sheets of cardboard, 4 sheets of 3mm plywood, then a couple of acrylic sheets. These sheets are great for running your tests, which is what I did. Now the very first print that I did was my logo. I want to start pretty simple. And once again, it was super easy. Just downloaded the logo into XTool Creative Space and basically hit print. And then a couple of minutes later, this thing came out. And it looks really good. The print is like pretty much perfect. Of course, there's a little bit of burn around the letters, but that's probably what you'll have to expect, and it's very easy to remove with a little bit of sanding. And so on the second print, I wanted to test it a little bit more, so I downloaded a picture of my nephew, and then I bumped up the power a little bit just to see how it would look with a deeper burn. And once again, I was really impressed. Again, the print is pretty much perfect. Of course, I could have made some adjustments in the picture, but I think it looks really good. Okay, so now I want to try to do some cutting, and I'm just going to cut a simple circle in this 3mm plywood. So I'm just putting the plywood inside here. Then there is a tiny camera up here, and that will make sure that the plywood shows up on the screen. So here is the XTool Creative Space, and this is inside of the machine. Here's the plywood, and I'm just going to insert a circle. I'm gonna have it down in the corner here, and I'm also going to make sure that we are at 3mm basswood plywood, and we're gonna hit process and start. That was super quick, only a couple of seconds. Let's have a look. So there you go, that's the first cut. 3mm. Okay, so now we're done with the testing, and let's talk about the more important stuff, money. So the XTool P2 is not a small investment. It retails at $5,000 right now, though. It is on sale for $4,349. For me, I was lucky enough that XTool sent me this for free, which is why I'm making this video. That being said, I am pretty confident that you can make profit with a machine like this in pretty short amount of time if you have a plan on how you're going to make money with it. Now, if you go to Pinterest or Etsy or just Google and you search for laser engraving ideas, what you're going to see first of all is that there are so many things that you can make with a laser cutter. What you'll also see is that something that's very popular is to have personalized cutting boards. So what I did is that I just went to a local store and I bought some cheap cutting boards that are unbranded. This one, $10. The pizza cutting board, $20. And then this heavy duty, pretty solid cutting board was $30. So I'm just going to make some templates where people can have their last name or their family name, and then I can engrave that on the cutting boards. And I know for a fact that I can sell these for at least $80, probably $100. Because I have sold cutting boards like this before, where I had to pay someone else to laser engrave them, and I've sold them for over $100. That would be a pretty good profit from a simple cutting board like this. And of course, you can do the exact same to these cutting boards. You're gonna make some different laser engraving designs and some templates. You know, you can make pretty much whatever you want. You can have like wedding edition with a name and wedding date, or you can have the last name, you can have a picture of their house. There's pretty much no limits to what you can do with a laser cut.
So I sanded some boards and started working on some designs. I made some prints on test boards and made adjustments until I was happy with the design. Now, one of the benefits of having a laser cutter like this is that it's almost like having another employee. While this thing is printing, I can do other things like preparing the next board, or finishing another cutting board, or do some other productive activity. Once I had some designs that I was happy with, I made a post on Facebook and Instagram, and even though I only have a few hundred followers, the result was pretty good.
So it's only a couple of days since I made the post, and as you can see, I am pretty busy already. So I've got 11 orders in total that I'm working on right now. That will give me a profit of around $370 if you add in the cost of the cutting boards, the oil, the sandpaper. So that is pretty good. And then I have at least 4 more orders that are coming. They just have to decide on what design they want. Okay, so it's been about a week and things are going pretty well. I'm actually selling quite a lot of cutting boards. So yesterday I got 8 orders, and the day before that I got 6 orders, and I also got a pretty big order from a local school, but I'll talk more about that in the next video. Now I want to show you some of the designs that have done well for me so far. So my top seller so far is this one. It is 20 by 36 centimeters, and the engraving is from Acts 2:46. It's a Bible verse, and I'm selling these for $40. Profit is roughly $28 per piece. Then at number 2, we have this longer one, 16 by 50 centimeters. The engraving is from Matthew 6:11. Give us this day our daily bread. I'm selling these for $55 and profit is roughly $40 per piece. And the final one that I want to show you is the pizza board. And this one has personal engraving, so you can have your own name and your own town here. Selling these for $70 and the profit is $400 or $48. So I've been using a program called Canva to make these designs. And then I upload them to XTool Creative Space. So I'm gonna make some English versions of all of my designs, and then I'll make them available on my website, aribalone.com, so that if you have a laser yourself, you can buy those templates and use them on your own cutting boards or start selling them. And if you want to buy an XTool P2 and you use my affiliate link down in the description, let me know and I'll send you all of my designs for free. By the way, if you use my link, I do get a commission from XTool at no extra cost for you, so I appreciate it. Now, cutting boards is just one of the things that you can make on the laser cutter. Another thing that I'm looking to get into is coasters. So here I've got one in leather, and this is another cool thing about the XTool P2, is that you can engrave on a lot of different materials. So obviously wood, but also leather, stone, and acrylic. And you can even do curved or uneven surfaces like a bowl or a tray or even a ukulele. There's also a couple of really cool add-ons that you can get for the P2. Now one of those is the RA2 Pro, which is a rotary add-on. So it looks almost like a lathe that you put inside of the laser cutter. And with the RA2 you can engrave regular or irregular cylindrical objects like glass or a mug or even a ring. Now, one add-on that I'm definitely going to get for my P2 is the riser base. Now with the riser base you can engrave on taller things, and if you add on the automatic conveyor feeder as well, then you can engrave on long objects. So you can feed objects through the laser, and as long as it's not wider than 700 millimeters, there's basically no limit to how long it can be. So even though it's only been a couple of weeks, I can say already that the XTool P2 is almost like a moneymaker. I've made almost half the cost of an XTool P2 in profit, and it's been not even a month. Now obviously this is the perfect time to get into something like this. It was really great timing for me because now it's a little over a month before or until it's Christmas. So most of the sales that I'm getting is Christmas gifts. So the sales are not going to continue like this after Christmas. But still, I have to say that I've been blown away by the results and these sales that I'm getting. So I had planned on experimenting more with this and maybe develop some more products, but I honestly have not had the time because I've had to make so many cutting boards. Now, if you're interested in maybe starting a laser cutting side hustle and maybe take a look at the XTool P2, then there is a Black Friday sale going on right now from November 15th to November 24th. During the Black Friday sale, you get the biggest discount of the year. So this might be the time to get your hands on an XTool P2. If you want to take a look at the sale and learn more about this machine, again, I'll put a link in the description below. And just to be clear, that is an affiliate link, so I do get a commission if you buy this through my link, but there will be no extra cost for you. Okay, so if you have any questions about this video or about the XTool P2, make sure to leave them in the comment section below. I'll try my best to answer them, and stay tuned for the 1 month update video where I'll go through all of the costs and all of the products that I've been selling, all of the profits and all the good stuff, how much money I've made during that first month. So stay tuned for that, and thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.